Talk about some BS. It's not showing me live yet. I think we're good though. One person watching, yay. Oh, tech issues are the worst, I swear. What up, what up? That was painful. I literally had to put the game on the iPad where I usually play it at. So I restarted my computer and everything was black. So like this morning, I use like this power bank thing, so it's like a super surge protector. And I guess I overloaded my outlets. So this morning at like 4 a.m., I crashed all the power. And so my computer's kind of acted funny all day. And then obviously it wasn't getting the update. And then I restarted and screens were black, just didn't do anything. So I had to like manually force turn it on and off. And then I did that and it still didn't let me get the update. It still didn't prompt me to. And I don't know how to get to the game player, the Google store, through the MSI app player. So then I just simply went to my iPad, got the update, and then when I came back, it was like, you don't have the right version. Click here for the Play Store, and then I finally got it. So here we are, round 2. We're going to start in 2 minutes. Say, I think tech issues are solved. Starting tourney 27 mins after the hour. LOL. Yeah, sorry everybody for... I swear, sometimes with tech, you just don't know. You just literally don't know. Everything can be going right, and then one day you wake up and every bit of technology just hates you. But it's all good. Because you gotta have the bad tech days to get to the good tech days where everything works. You have an ongoing round. Oh yeah, we're gonna end this. Alright, just checking everything. Intro sprint tournament. Alright, modules on. Yep, range is set. Yes. Alright, so we're good. Alright, we're gonna start here. Sorry if you guys had already joined a tournament and I didn't because the damn thing didn't work. But yes, we are back. We're gonna start here in like a minute. Start at 27 after the hour. Round 2, baby. Let's get it. Better luck this time. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm actually a very bit nervous to click on this. Because if it does it again, bro, I'm probably gonna cry. Live on stream, and it'll be on the internet forever. A 32-year-old man freaking crying over a stupid tower game. I swear. Okay. Longest minute ever. Let's go. I swear these minutes take forever. 5:27. There we go. Starting it up. And we're in. It worked. Yay. We're back. Yeah, tags. My this morning, so I wake up with a few games of Call of Duty just to get the brain turned on. I can't play like shooter games late at night. I'll just be awake all night. But I do that in the morning, and for whatever reason, it was just so hard on my computer, and I have everything plugged into like the same outlet, that it overloaded it. And so all my power went out, so my computer and my like power bank that I use is kind of acting funny all day. So it's no surprise that when I restarted to just try to sync it, all my screens are black and it just didn't work. Alright, so we're going to leave that. Oh, wow. I forgot I bought some of those in the workshop. Target priority. What's the heat? Is there anything special? No, so we're just going to do fast. Or no, range is first. Ranged, fast, boss. Then closest, then elites. Yeah. Then protector. I'm not too worried about protectors. But ranged, I'm very worried about. I'm in. Nice. Yeah, it was a rough. I I yelled a bit at my computer. I was like, what the freak is going on? It was just like one thing after another kept going wrong. So what I had to do, because when I restarted, usually it'll prompt me in the like app player to update, but I don't know how to. I'd look up the tower and it wouldn't take me to the Google Play. It'd just start the game. So what I did is I went on my iPad, got the update, and then I saved it. And then I went back to the computer, started, and it was like, we noticed you're on a new version on another device, so you have to update it. And then it finally prompted me to go to the Google Play Store and get the update. So, learned a few things, and here we are. Look at that chrono field range, bro. It just stops it so far out. Chrono field range, 16. I'm going to max this out. Going to max this out. Max out a lot of stuff. Nice. So we got it. Juzo, yep, I know that name. Sven, yep. That's you, right? Chomp Chomp? Oh, wait, no, you're right here. Nice, we got a few of us in. And it looks like there's still some slots open. So if you want to join tournament, join this one. We got the boys in the bracket. Get these. I made a video talking about stone priority and stone upgrades with Black Friday coming up because let's not sugarcoat it. Most of us are probably going to get a few stone packs, so I should be dropping that in the next couple of days. And the main takeaway is the opportunity cost of certain upgrades. So like one thing that I discuss is you could buy your 4th spotlight for 2,500 stones. And the reason you do that is most likely for, well, coins, but more importantly, tournaments. So you have more spotlight coverage and you'll get the bosses. However, since I could get assist modules, I could spend 1,000 for an assist mod and put on chip. And then for 1,000 stones, I get boss spotlight coverage no matter what. So it's clearly more valuable to spend 1,000 stones to get the core assist mod than it is to get the 4th spotlight in my situation. That's one of the examples I go over in the video. I think for me personally, I did, let me try to find it actually. I'm going to share this link in the, I'll share it in the chat. Chrono Loop. Someone did a really good write-up on Chrono Loop. Yeah, here it is. And this can probably be applied to just about every Ultimate Weapon Plus. Like if you take a look at this, the chrono field level, there's a hidden slow on top of it that they don't discuss. But as you get higher up in level, like even though it's incrementally going up, the amount of value you get in terms of percentages gets higher with each click. Like slow effect numbers for the first level of CF from 0 to 1, it's from 2.6 to 5.3. The last level from 12 to 13 is 150% slower to 185% slower. So you get huge jumps the more stones you put into these ultimate weapons. And I'd assume that Golden Tower is pretty much the same thing. I'll be in the bottom. Hey man, I'm just glad you made it. That's the important thing. I am, yes. I'm saving up for Black Friday on the 28th. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get my Chrono Loop up a bit, and I'll probably get the core assist module. I'm also shamelessly going to ask my family for a Christmas present early, just so I can put it in the tower. Nice, so we got that. Let's see if we get the inner landmine done. I was planning on, and does anyone know how long the Black Friday sale is going to last? Because my folks were supposed to be here all next week, which means I would have been able to stream. but my dad had to get like emergency colon surgery, so I have to go up there. And so I wanted to do a live stream and just give out stone packs if I reach like my all-time highs and concurrent viewers and whatnot. However, I'm not going to be back till like Monday, so that's probably going to have to wait till Monday the 1st. Or even the 2nd, perhaps. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll still be up on the 2nd for that tournament, and I'll just start the tournament early, that live stream, and then just give some out. I need to get Intro Sprint. Intro Sprint's great. I mean, Intro Sprint by itself, not so much, but when you get the masteries, like, it's such a huge quality of life enhancer. Technically, Wave Accelerator is going to be more value because it speeds up each run's farming by like 650 waves about, because each time's 10% faster to get to max spawn. So it does give you more coins. However, being able to skip through the first 800 waves it's so nice. Uh-oh. Alright, so wall popped at 570. Gonna write that down. Wall popped at 570 waves. Perfect. Let's double check this. And I do think I have free ups on. Yeah, okay. Man, with that extra chrono field slow, like, it's pretty satisfying to just see the enemies clump up over here. Uh-oh. Take that boss out. That's right. Oh, shoot. I forgot to get that. I knew I was forgetting something. But that'll still upgrade, so we're good. Forgot we had that event to get workshop levels done. I saw a bunch of people raging at that. I still have some left on like health and health regen, so I got those. But I'm running out of workshop upgrades, so if we get that mission again, it's going to cost me a lot. A lot. Oh, that enemy went fast. I should probably slow it down because the energy shields are down, but the only reason energy shields got down was because the timing with Berserker, and there was already a boss super close. Whoa! Did you guys see that? What the hell? What was that? What was that? Second wind popped at 700. You know how that happened? Chronofield's still 1:05. Well, no, it's already minus 8 seconds. So yeah, my Chronofield went down for a few seconds. That's why it happened. That was why it happened. Well, I'm just glad you made it, Chomp Chomp. Alright, turn that on. And now what I do is take free ups off, put on wave skip. Beautiful. Yeah, this tournament's tough. This is the first time since I got permanent Chronofield that the mission or the heat has come up where it's the ultimate weapon cooldown reduction. This is the first time I've seen it. And I still have, yeah, like 5 more levels, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So I still have, I don't know, a few weeks, maybe a couple weeks with how long those labs take before I get an absolute permanent Chronofield. Let's see if we can see the second that it falls away. I mean, 1 second when you're playing at high speed it's a blink. And when the demon mode's gone, we're going to take the speed down. What of these do I have? 31, 24, okay. All right, speed goes down. Let's see how long we can make the tower last. Chomp chomp, you'll need to focus on damage more, and then you'll be staying in legends every tournament. Oh my gosh, bro, what? All right, I'm gonna wait for a boss. Well, I'm gonna get a boss this level. You don't even see it. When the chrono field goes down, just a fast gets through and my tower instantly gets destroyed. We're gonna wait for this to get close. Oh, whoa, what? How did that happen? Oh my god. That was too quick to react. Okay, well, that was tough. Sirius still gonna beat me. So I have Chomp Chomp. I see ya. And Shrimpy Orbian. Sven. Alright, let's try that again. That was painful. That was really bad. So, with Chrono Field duration getting nerfed by 1 second every 100 waves, it means my Chrono Field is not going to be permanent after wave 700. So I think that's why at 700 my second wind popped off, because everything just... The Chrono Field dropped for 1 second and the enemies are so fast that they'll just blink right through your defenses. Not good. Alright, we're going to try this again, but what we're going to do now is at 690 we're going to slow down to like 2.5 speed, and then we will maybe try to time a nuke or something. We're just going to play it different to the point where I activate demon mode before my second wind goes off to give me more just leeway. That's what I did last tournament and it got me a bit more, so let's see what I do this tournament. Third time in Legends is 10. Nice. It's pretty good progress, man. It took me more time not to... Don't take this as demoralizing. It took me more time, though, from getting in Legends to getting keys in Legends than it did for me to start the game to get in Legends, if that makes sense. When I started the game to get in Legends was like 5 months, and then from when I got to Legends to getting keys in Legends was 5.5 months. But I barely focused on the damage for that, maybe a month or two out of it. The rest was all on econ stuff. And then once I started focusing on damage, I started moving up. Fourth, third, and second. Nice. You'll get first one of these days, that's for sure. When I first got promoted to Legends, it was like I had just gotten fourth in Champs. You know, it was just barely making it. And then all of a sudden, we're going to slow this down. We're going to really get these while they're cheap. Oops. All right, that's cheap, cheap. Yep. Get you, get you, get you. Yes. Max that out. What is this song? Bro, I just put on copyright-free music and it plays the most random stuff. And I still get copyrighted when I check the videos. Not like a strike, but it's like, this video is not monetized. You played a song, you're not allowed to. And boom, okay. All right, that's that. So now what we do is we save up. We're going to max this out. All right, we'll let the free ups take the rest. Oh, shoot, bro. I completely forgot. I have wave skip on. You kidding me? I'm going to end this and do it again. I'm going to spend the gems. That's my mistake. I don't want to mess that up. It's one of those days, you know, one of those days. Intro sprint. Free ups. Yeah, let's do this. All right, I'm feeling it now. I swear, man, it's one of those days. Oh, wait, oops, we can keep this on. We'll slow it down. And here. All right, got a few of those. These are cheap. Yeah, now we can let this go. We'll set free ups, take that, and we'll get these. All right, now we're good. That's maxed. That's all maxed. This we're just gonna let free ups take it, and then I'll put on wave skip when my free ups or my intro sprint's done. And the first time the wall popped at 570, and the second wind popped at 700. So we got to watch out for the 700 range. That's when this heat turns into 8 seconds, or I think 7 seconds minus on your chrono field. And because of my chrono field duration, I don't have that yet permanent at 110. You're not truly safe until your chrono field duration is at 70 seconds. Once your chrono field duration is at 70 seconds, you don't have to worry about this battle condition, because you'll always have that extra 10 seconds. Even if the battle conditions take it away, you'll still have a minute. Range fast boss. Yeah, just checking that. There's like some Godfather style trap music playing right now. I kind of like it. Usually in a farming run, I can get the level skips maxed out by wave 200 when I'm putting everything into them. But I don't think it'd be worth it in a tournament run because I need all this cash for project funding. Yeah. I do need to look through this bracket and see, just how far I'll make it. But I would assume there's going to be a pretty big discrepancy, because this is one of those tournaments that if you don't have the 70-second chrono field duration, you're going to get cooked before wave 1000, like pretty much for sure. This is one of those tournaments that the only people that are going to be getting above 1000 have like a very long duration permanent chrono field. Because enemies just start getting too fast at like wave 700, that even if it's just a second that the chrono field's not up, they're just going to bleep right through your tower and you'll be done. Nice. Oh, we got 31 people in here and 11 likes. Let's get some likes on the video. Let's try to get to 15. What up, Domingo? Today's been one of those, if you're just tuning in, you've missed some catastrophic tech issues. You missed me saying we're all going to start a tournament at this time, and then it not working because I didn't have the update. Then it not letting me update. Then I had to end the live, restart my device, still didn't let me update, open it on iPad. It was a whole lot we did just to get to this moment with you guys. All right, looking good. Yeah, nothing happens this early, thankfully. We've gotten past that point. How did that boss go so fast when it was still within my chrono field range to have it all the way out here? I don't get it. This song's too crazy. What's this song? Copyright-free Beats Radio. Let's see if this doesn't actually get me something that's copyrighted on the YouTube. There's not much that's more frustrating than choosing copyright-free music, and then it still says, oh, your video is not monetized because you played copyrighted music. Oh, JFD, if you're on my Twitch, it's Bonzo_Sam. I multi-streamed a few different platforms, but YouTube's the main one for sure. I almost never check the Discord though. Discord UI is just too much. All right, so 570 is when the shield popped last time. So let's pay attention here. All right, that just got destroyed. Okay. Well, knock on wood. Looks like we're already doing better. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Spoke too soon. Okay. 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 Did you guys even see how that happened? How did my tower just get rocked? That was nuts. Oh, damn. All right, well. All right, 700 was when my second win popped. I think I'll still be okay because I have full uptime. Oh, no, bro. What the heck? This doesn't make any sense. At 700, I'm going to pop second win or demon mode. I'm going to turn off intro sprint at 690. And the reason I'm going to do that is for when I get the second of chrono field that goes down, I'll have demon mode up. So it'll make me invincible. I don't know, man. That's why I slowed it down. I have no idea what's hitting me. So I have range, fast, boss, like... It's got to be a ranged or a fast that's like flying through. But stuff's getting cleared out pretty quick. Like the bosses are just getting destroyed. So look at that. That wasn't even a spotlight. It just got eviscerated. So I'm curious, like what's getting through my defenses? Although we are getting close to 700. So regardless, I'm going to... Oh, uh-oh. That was scary. Oh, we're getting some glitching, some lag. That's not good. I've never seen this game lag. I'm curious as to why that happened. Uh-oh. So we're going to stop intro sprint. Oh, no. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Take that boss out. Thank God. Oh, my goodness. All right, now I can switch this out. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's out. Yep. Wave skips on. All right. Save my second wind. Oh, wait. Shoot. I thought it was going to go 700. Damn. Well, whatever. This will give me time to let some energy shields recharge with the extra damage. Maybe I won't even get hit at 700. I don't know if shoot. Steve Jackson, yeah. Remember last tournament we were trying to decide what was hitting me and I couldn't see it, and then I think it was you or someone else rewatched. Maybe it was you, Burn. You saw a range that was hitting me. I don't think it's arranged, but we'll have to just pay attention. Alright, good. I still should have demon mode up by the time... cool. So yeah, see that little... Everything's got a tiny bit closer. I have a habit of popping demon mode on my second wind is about 2 seconds from completing, just to keep the vulnerability going. That's smart. I have had it where second wind will go away, and during that little blip, then I'll click it, and I'll have demon mode. I've literally had demon mode active, but my tower gets eliminated because in that like split second, it just wasn't enough. It let me activate it, but in the time it took to press to activate, an enemy slipped through. So it's good to do it with about a second, just to be extra safe. Yeah, I went early, Matthew. I put an event in the queue on my YouTube, but I've got plans this evening, so I had to start it up early. All right. Last tournament, or last run, I made it to what? Oh my gosh, bro. Whew. Already in 13? Damn. That's not looking so good. Exactly the same thing happened to me. That's why I let him overlap. Yeah, you gotta let him overlap just a little bit. Or else you're playing a very dangerous, dangerous game. Oh, whoa, bro, that was scary. That was a little bit too close for comfort. We're gonna go at 2x speed. Excuse me. I'm waiting. I'm gonna be very trigger happy when I have no energy shields. Yeah, you can see when the chrono field goes down right there, and things got a bit closer, but there wasn't too many enemies on the screen. It was still kind of scary, though. Running farming mods. Nice. What tournament are you in? If I ran farming mods in Legends, I would probably get demoted to Champions. EHP is not the way in Legends. It's unfortunate. Alright, we're gonna get an energy shield back. Nice. Oh, what's my damage at? 81.67. I think that's higher than last tournament. I did get another click in the damage enhancement, so I think that's helping. Uh-oh. Alright, we are down to no energy shields. And I've got a nuke ready. We're probably going to drop it right here unless this boss just gets annihilated. Yeah. See, that's the thing. If I had permanent chrono field to where everything was slowed down, even some chrono loop, like, this wouldn't even be an issue. But that battle condition just destroys me. Oh, shoot. What hit me? I don't see what hit me. I mean, it's eliminated now, of course, but... Oh, you're in my bracket? Nice. Yeah, you'd mentioned that earlier. My bad. It's one of those days. Well, on the bright side, Chomp Chomp, you get the tournament done early. Get some quick stones, get some quick gems, and then back to Champions. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright. Hope I can put this nuke to good use. It's frustrating because the bosses still get eliminated pretty easily. I mean, not easily, but they're not getting up near my inner landmines. But it always frustrates me in tournaments when a non-boss eliminates me. Because it means I've got the tower, but there's not enough crowd control to stop it. That was nice. Alright, wall's back. That's very good. What did I get again? 731. Wait, am I at that right now? Yes. Okay, so technically I'm going to get a little bit higher. I'm trying to watch like a hawk so I don't miss anything here. So I can get this nuke in. The game just... Oh, see, chrono field down. That was a long second, man. That was a very long second. That's more than a second. That was gone for... That was definitely more than a second. I don't care what the battle condition says. It's more than a second. Nice. 5 more waves. Usually comes down just a couple of waves. So glad I did this again, like usual. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh yeah, after last tournament, I got my inner landmine cooldown to a minute. I'm just going to max it out because inner landmines are very, very valuable. And I'm maxing out inner landmine rotation and radius. Blast radius. Inner landmines are... That's something I covered too in the video that I'm about to drop once the editor gets it back. Is to really move up in tournaments. Like, obviously chain lightning. But like, don't overlook inner landmines. Inner landmines are very good at crowd control. Alright, I had to do that. That scared me. The chrono field went down and everything just got too close, so I had to knock it out. Those hit the panic button live. Check this. Yeah, that guy might beat me. That guy will beat me for sure. I'll beat that guy. Yang, that guy will beat me. Bojack, I'll beat him. Chomp Chomp. Chomp Chomp. Yeah, I think I'll get you. But, shout out to making it in the bracket. If we all queue up at the same time, we might get a whole tournament full of the boys. There it is. 740. Alright, let's look through this, because you can tell it's like the people who have Intro Sprint Plus and the people who don't. However, there's still a few people needing to go, so like, if you look at this, I'll beat that guy. That's one person that'll beat me. So one. Not Bojack, it's Yang. Yeah, so there's 2. See if I can pick out a third person that... That might be 3. That might be... I think that guy might beat me. Sven, yeah, you'll probably beat me. 4. Oh, okay, that's good. I don't know. So it might be close. Because I do have better finishes. I mean, that guy, no. So 5. So it looks like, even though last tournament I got 8 keys... I most likely won't be getting keys this tournament. Such is the inconsistency of these brackets. But yeah, we shall see. Alright, what do we have here? This is going to take a while to get this. I might have to just repeat tier 19. Alright, getting pretty close to these. I don't know how many the bot takes to get maxed out, but I'd assume I'm getting pretty close to maxing out the golden bot's bonus and duration. The cooldown I'm not going to touch because it's in sync with my golden tower and death wave, so I'm just going to leave that. Alright, let's switch up my cards to my main. Or actually, I'm going to put this back on just for the next tournament. Alright, main are on. Range I put back to 5. Range is another lab that you don't want to sleep on. I've heard too much range, it will kind of hurt your farming with the spawn rates. However, for tournaments, the more time your tower has, aka distance, between the enemies, just means more survivability. Alright, so range 5. Do want to get shockwave maxed out. I'm kind of just getting the labs done that, like, Sure, is it really going to be that much more worthwhile to get this done in a landmine rotation? No, but I'm so close to getting it done that I might as well. And then Chrono Field, for obvious reasons, I'm getting these done because they're super OP, and I'm about to get Chrono Field Plus. If you look at this. I thought Inner Landmine's max cooldown was 60 seconds, but I guess I'm wrong. So like, I'm probably going to max this out too. Inner Landmines, you just have them spawning, spinning super fast, and if I get the other substat for an extra 1 or 2 landmines, it'll be able to stop a lot of enemies from just breaking through my wall. If I have 1 or 2 more inner landmines with the module and they're spinning at max speed, then I think probably half of those times where we just blinked and my tower got eliminated, even with landmines up, I don't think that would happen. Sharp Fortitude, Black Hole Digester, and you, Primordial Collapse. Double check in, make sure I can't upgrade. Nope. I'm shattering everything to try to get these level 161 ASAP. We're going to do tier 11 just because it's with the time. Actually, will I be up at 6 a.m.? I probably will. Yeah, we'll do tier 12. I usually make tier 12 runs around 12 and a half hours, so we'll make it work. I might hit... Damn, that's impressive, man. What's your Chrono Field duration at? GB from 6 to 8 is about 11.6 metals. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Wow, yeah, so I'm nowhere near maxing it out then, because that's a lot. Oh my gosh. What am I at right now? Oh my gosh, yeah. This is going to take forever. Yeah, they it was like a few updates ago, right, that they added more levels to the Golden Bot. Which I like, but I was also kind of looking forward to moving on to bigger and better things, like Amplify or something. But can't do that yet. 1 minute, but I use GC. Oh, nice. Yeah, Galaxy Compressor, I could definitely see being super valuable in tournament for more uptime on the Black Hole and Chrono Field, especially in these battle conditions. That's another thing that I actually, I mean, I already made the video, so it's too late to put in now. But like, sure, getting permanent Chrono Field is great, but you could just get an assist mod and generator assist mod and put on G comp in your tournaments and have it permanent anyways. Each tower is different. I unlocked Ampbot, not touching metal upgrades, but currently labbing the crap out of it. Nice. Yeah, metals are super valuable. Obviously, like stones, they put a price on, but metals are finite. I would always buy like 2 or 3 of the gems and 2 to 3 of the stones. And then I was seeing like, what's your biggest tower regret? And someone was like, buying the stones and gems with the metals instead of just putting it directly into putting it directly into my like Golden Bot levels. That actually be a good video idea. My biggest tower regrets. Have I made a video about like mistakes or anything? Farm, 5 second cells farming. When you set up top 4 resources. How to destroy your tower. Has someone already made a video on that though? Like tower regrets? Because if they have, then I don't really want to I'd feel like a jackass making another video. Like my tower regrets. Tags, have you made a video on that? Trying to sync my smart missiles with GT? Hey, we've all been there, right? We've all been there. My biggest tower regrets. Please tell me someone hasn't made this. I feel like Spartan. Shout out to Spartan. Shout out to Spartan, Tags, all the guys. Tags in this chat. If you haven't checked his channel out, give it a look. Spartan, check his out. Spartan the Tower. Rather best. Looking through to see if that's an untaken video idea. Oh yeah, my biggest mistakes in tower idle defense. So Spartan has made a video on that, mistakes. I guess I could do regrets, and we all have different tower experiences, so I'm sure it'd still be valuable knowledge, unless you guys think I shouldn't do that. Yeah, see, Spartan's done that. We'd like to hear your opinions regardless of other tower YouTubers. Well, thank you, Unsaint. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. We'll do that then. My biggest regrets. I'll do notepad. I gotta check something real quick. Let's brainstorm some ideas. My biggest tower regrets. I'll do the tower tips. My biggest tower regrets. First mistake is that I made was definitely upgrading black hole duration. Number one. Yeah, upgrading black hole cooldown, I mean. Upgrading black hole cooldown without getting Deathwave GT cooldown in sync. That cost me a lot. That cost me a lot. My biggest regret is freestyle in this game. Game for months before I stagnated so much I almost quit before I searched for guides. That's a very good point. That's actually going to be my second one. Is when I got into this game, like I kind of went on the Reddit and Discord, but I was a bit overwhelmed. Like I wish I would have actually read like a good beginner's guide. Slowed down and read, watched more guides. Number three is definitely spending metals on stones and gems. Spar's biggest regrets say Golden Tower is B tier. Yeah, I saw that video when it came out. I mean, if your Death Wave is like S tier, I can see if it's still like a ranking system. Like GT, it's just coins are so central to everything. You have to have coins that you kind of need to have Golden Tower. And then when you get project funding, the Golden Tower helps for getting more cash, which helps in tournaments. And then it just lets you snowball harder. This is a game that's just based on economy, so yeah, definitely need that. Biggest tower regrets, upgrading Black Hole cooldown without getting Death Wave, Golden Tower in sync. Number 4 is getting permanent Poison Swamp. just for Mythic Harmony Conductor, aka letting modules dictate my ultimate weapon upgrade path. Number 5 is putting so many stones into GT plus prematurely. A labbed workshop, attack, defense, utility discounts, level 55. That's I mean, those are pretty good discounts, but I'm assuming by level 55 the labs are just so lengthy that it's like, what am I doing? That's actually another good number 6. Not upgrading lab speed more. Number 7 is going to be not focusing on damage earlier. Number 8 is going to be unlocking wall prematurely. We got a good list here. Let's brainstorm some more. We talked about labs. I talked about spending metals on gems and stones. I talked about getting GT plus too high. Like, if I would have just stopped GT plus at like 7 or 8 and put those stones into like Chrono Field, it would have helped my tournaments immensely. Because at some point, like, yes, having more econ's important, but like, you don't need that much GT plus if you're not like truly doing glass cannon and just crushing things. Tier 5, I'm doing 11 right now. Not joining a guild sooner. That's a very good one, Immortal. Thank you. Not joining a guild earlier or using the guild lookup tool. I tried to start my own guild and just no one would join. So it was like me and a few buddies. We weren't unlocking anything. And you really can't put a price on all those upgrades that you can get because of the guild. Like all those extra skins, towers, guardians, all those bits, like they really add up and you have to join a guild. And I didn't realize how easy it was to find a guild and jump around. I luckily, shout out to Darman if you're watching this. One of the guys who's watching one of my earlier lives invited me in, and then I was able to get me in, and then some of the people that work for me in, which was nice. And Project Ren, getting level 50 lab speed, you're like 10% double dosing. That's insane. Well, Burn, because of you and Lith, your inspiration, I now have lab speed at 70. We're getting there. It's at 70. I might stop it at 90, but we're gonna let this go for a bit, and we'll see what happens. Let's see, how do I delete some of this crap? You can delete entries by clicking and holding on any entry. Check the box next to entry if you want to delete. Okay, so I'm clicking and holding. Nice. So we'll delete that. Delete this. Yeah, ended this one early. How far did I go on this? 726, 740, okay. This is so nice, just cleaning out all the trash, like these short runs. It's kind of demoralized to be like, you know, if you're trying to get the nuke mission, you're just restarting, doing stuff really quick, and then it fills up your battle history and you can't track stuff properly. There we go. Much cleaner. Much, much, much cleaner. I died, LOL. Let's see how far you got, Chomp Chomp. Oh, nice. You went 380 with EHP? That's very impressive. Bro, that's very good. Good for you. I never made it that far with EHP. In fact, Chomp Chomp, I'm curious what your damage is, but I think if you're making it that far with EHP, if you start putting some stones into Chain Lightning and doing some damage labs, I would assume that you'll probably be able to push out a champions pretty quick and start staying in Legends. Nice, only have 3 levels left. Project rents, I'm 90% done. The last 3 levels are that long. That reminds me the game, I think it's RuneScape. That's where the meme's from. When you're at like level 90, like 4 or 91, you're really only 50% of the way. Because the last like 8 or 9 levels take up half the time that it would take, or half the experience. Which is just insane, but it's funny with how long these labs get. I think it was Tags, you had commented on one of my videos where talking about the value of labs, and like the truth is that these long labs like Shatter Shards, Lab Speed, Wall Regen, the long labs are so long because they're so valuable. So when you get those done, it's going to dramatically help your tower's bottom line. Yeah, how'd you send the emoji in here, Lith? I don't even know how to send emojis in here. Oh yeah, you can just click here, I see. Used to TikTok chats, but not these. Can't comment on your own account viewing. It doesn't let you. So I'm watching from another account, but we're not gonna comment on that. But all right, y'all. I appreciate it. I'm gonna be back Friday. In the meantime, I'm gonna be dropping another video, or at least I should be, back from the editor. And then I'm going to be also I want to film that other video, my biggest tower regrets, which I just kind of went over, but I'll flesh them out a bit more. And yeah, with that being said, thanks for bearing with me in my tech issues. I know it was a bit of an issue at the beginning, not to say issue so many times, and we kind of stumbled into it, had to restart, reset. I know I started it early because I have to leave this evening, which I actually got to walk out the door in a few minutes. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, comment on one of my recent videos. I won't tell you which one, to enter to win a stone pack that'll give away at 1,000 subscribers. And I'll see you guys later. Peace. Thanks for watching.